this team, we're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I come this way before, travel through the open door, circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely sometimes, you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know life took a hold of me. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games get played, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. It's fight for millions. Take a second, see the blessing in it. From much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come.
What I love about Virtue.
Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it to life. Oh, for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm ASICs. Learn to develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. While cancer slowing our road, I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, give in something. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going wrestle and fight this final round. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Can't play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar.
It's all in what you do. Hey, some things you gotta do. Hey. JP, Eric, JQ, what it do? G Brown, Regency, what's up? Ooh, big homie Coop, what's up? Nathan, how you doing? El Chapo, Damon, Club 57, we in the building. What up? B Square, Vince, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Jocelyn, hey, how you doing, Jocelyn? JRNE, Jerome, Jerome in the house. I guess we got some Fedora. I guess we got some bots in here, I guess. But anyways, man, I appreciate you guys coming in here, man. And you know what time it is. It's trailer time. Click the link, man. Put this in your cyber stuffer, man. Send this to a friend. Tell them you know a friend that did a movie. How about that?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries. And can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them myself. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
At least 15, y'all. At least 15. But he spent a lot of time in Mexico, you know, Spent a lot of time in Mexico. Pro-black in Mexico. I guess. I mean, I guess he imported black women, right? I don't know. What up, Josh? What up, Mane? Welcome to the show, man. So I had an epiphany today. And it's gonna piss a lot of y'all off. Maybe, I don't care, and it marks for a good show. Well, tonight, whenever I realize if Donald Trump runs for president, I'm voting for him. I'm voting for Donald Trump. And here's the conclusion that I came to. Gasoline is like breathing, right? Crude oil is the oxygen of the outside of your body that controls everything, right? And the Democrat Party had a whole year. You had the world on your side. You had empathy, sympathy, white people willing to give up their privilege, and we got nothing out of it. Imagine the world stopping, and we can literally the world is like Play-Doh. That's how I envision the past 18 months. Well, 2 years, going into 2 years. We could have redesigned this world, man, but you know what? They don't want to. And it may be like a revolt vote. I don't know. Whatever it is. But I've come to the conclusion. I was sitting there, I was watching a YouTube channel, and I said, you know what? No way in hell no way do I want to be a part of the Democratic Party. No way in hell. Because I listened to that Charlemagne interview, right? Or that little clip. I need to watch the full interview for greater context. Her defense was, Charlemagne, you're acting like a Republican. I said, that's your defense? You're acting like a Republican. I said, I don't want to be a part of that. I really, really, really don't. And I'm still gonna stay registered as a Democrat. I'm doing that in honor of my grandfather. But and I don't really want to get new things, new mail. They got something called the internet that I can do my own research on. So I'm gonna just stay a registered Democrat, and so I can manipulate, and also so I can manipulate my local politicians too. You know, I mean, I got to keep them as my allies. So I'm gonna stay. So that's gonna be a business decision on my part. But it's no way in hell I can vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Impossible. So I'm not gonna say I'm campaigning for Trump, but I look forward to 2023 when it gets real hot in here and we got 500 to 1,000 people in the barbershop, and because it's going to happen. Something is. Hey, what's up, Dewan? Hey, Dewan, you been on fire lately, dog. Man, you been on fire. I just can't, because I'm looking forward to these debates, and I'm gonna get a whole lot of emotional black people in here saying the Republicans are racist. And here's what I understand about people as I've gotten older. I used to be a part of that group, right? Like, oh, if 3 white people love you, you're a coon. I used to be a part of that. Like, oh, I can't have like 5 white friends, man. That's a little bit weird for me. Or at the end of the day, it's about, shall I quote MLK, content of character? And I'm content of the character, man, because I don't have a big circle of friends. You guys every time you see me guys doing videos, I'm always by myself, or Kennedy or Lincoln is pulling on me. So I don't have a big group of friends, not unless I'm entangled in a project or something. And character is important to me. Peace is so important to me. You know what I mean? And I don't have peace as a black man in America. I don't have peace with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I don't. I really, really don't. Because they raise minimum wage, but you giving the money back to the rich because you got to pay $5 a gallon here in Los Angeles. It's like breathing. They con you and say we gonna tax the rich, but the rich is just going. The rich has to raise their because crude oil is up, so they got to raise their raw goods. They got to raise their goods. So it all is cyclical, man. It's all a game of charades. So at the end of the day, I'm going with the man that gave every black man and every black woman, every Mexican man, every Mexican woman, every Asian man, every Asian woman, every white man, and every white woman a chance at $100,000. All you had to do was fill out. If you had a business, all you had to do was fill out a 2-minute application with no background check. All you had to have was a social security number and an LLC, and you got the money. I'm going with that guy. I'm going with that guy. And then I was thinking too, I'm sorry we going off on a tangent. I know this is supposed to be boxing. And then I was thinking, are black people, I should change the topic of the show. We got a guest. Damn, Kano's coming in. Are black people more mad at Obama for not speaking to his core audience? 97% of black people voted for Obama. I was one of them 2 times. I even went to the inauguration in 2012. I was freezing. I was sitting there like Denzel Watt. Well, I wasn't. I was freezing on the grass. Denzel had the front row seat, but I was freezing on the grass in 2012. Freezing. Went and visited my family in Virginia. Drove down that 595, 695. Went straight to the inauguration. Got there at 3 a.m. in the morning. Had a great time. And are we more mad? Are we more mad at Obama for not speaking to his core audience? Is that why we're mad at Trump for speaking to his core audience? And when a white man speaks to his core audience, we call him racist. He's supposed to speak to his core audience. So my question is, was Obama a coward? I mean, he was charismatic. I mean, shit, he captivated me. And was Donald Trump courageous? He spoke to his core audience for 4 years. He never deviated from the plan. If you were a black man, you had to come with a deal. You had to come with an asset. You had to come with something, because he knows less than 10% of you Negroes, myself included, was going to vote for this man. There was no chance in hell I was going to vote for Trump. I was brainwashed. I was like, oh, he's racist. The day before he announced he was running for president, he was probably having dinner and lunch with Diddy in the lower Manhattan, or whoever that black guy was. Being honest, and I'm not a Republican nor a Democrat, but so it may be a protest vote. I don't know, but it's no way in hell. It's no way on God's green earth you gonna convince me to vote Democrat. It's no way. I can't do it. I can't do it. I saw a lady today. She has kids. She has 3 kids. She said she has a Mercedes. She said she had to stop driving her Mercedes and drive her child's car because it takes 87. That bothered me, dog. That really touched my spirit, man. But we're gonna shift gears and talk boxing, man. We got my homeboy, we got my main man in the building, man. What's up?
My brother, how you doing, man?
Man, it was easy to get in, right? It was easy to get in.
Oh yeah, it's simple. It's simple, man.
Yeah, turn your camera the other way, long way, so you can have a long version. Yeah, man. I totally appreciate you coming in, man. Welcome to the shop, man.
You appreciate me, bro. It's an honor, man. Thank you so much for having me, man. And I just want to not only extend my gratitude, just tell you congratulations, man. You know what I mean? Much success to you, bro. And, it's people like you, that we need good representation for the culture. So salute.
Oh man, that's what's up, man. So how we met?
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, we trained together at Planet Fitness, man, and he's a big boxing fan, and he was like, "I know you." I'm like, "You don't know me, man." Like, and so we end up developed a great friendship, man. And how's boxing been treating you lately?
Well, I'm a little bit rusty because my circumstances. Hold on. I'm sorry about that.
Are you
I
good?
just I just came home, so I'm just like getting reacquainted with the sport. My resources was limited when I was gone, but I'm jumping right into it. Just I've been catching all the big fights that's been coming up and trying to go back and see what I missed. But
Uh,
I'm loving it, man. The to me the sport, besides the behind the scenes politics, I think the sport is in a good place.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Wilder lost. I was rooting for Wilder. Did you get a chance to see Tank Davis fight? Did you watch that fight?
Yeah, I did, man. I thought about you when I look, all the whole time I was going, every time I seen a fight, I was like, yo, I wonder what my boy think. Like I could just picture you breaking down everything because you see the stuff that, even somebody like me with a sharp eye, like you see beyond that. And I respect it, man.
Yeah, yeah. Tank won, but we heard news today that Gary Russell is Gary Russell and Tank Davis may be pre-confirmed or something like that for later on in the year. How do you like that fight?
Well, I seen it. I seen it. I did. I just giving an eye test. I think Tank might be a little bit naturally bigger than him.
Uh huh.
Gary Russell's. He's a slick fighter, nice power, incredible speed, but anybody smaller, like going 12 rounds with Tank and not getting hit by that power, it's kind of like it's not gonna happen. And I think the styles make fight is hard to predict because we seen with Tank last fight he kind of had problems landing on the
Yeah.
shorter fighter.
Right. Right.
So maybe he could use that, but I think Tank, superior talent, elite talent. I think he can make the right adjustments.
Okay. Okay. How about Earl Spence and Ugas just got confirmed? How do you like that?
Well, I think Ugas, he deserves all the
Wow.
he deserves this moment. You know what I mean? He's
Great
one of
word.
those. Yeah, I
Great
think
word.
he's one of those fighters. Besides, you know what it is with Ugas too? It's like with the Cuban fighters, right? It's
Yeah.
like they look like us and we root for them, but when they interview them and they get to talking and we get thrown off, like just the average like fan, we get thrown off because we like, damn, he look like us, but what is he talking about? But incredible talent, strong, big big welterweight. You know what I mean? I think fireworks, but I know Spence is a monster, man. You know what I mean? He's a monster.
Yeah. Yeah. He's definitely a problem. How do you like Crawford and Spence?
There you go. You know
You're
what I mean?
are
There
you a
you
Crawford guy?
go.
You're a
Yeah,
Crawford
because
guy?
we had this discussion years ago.
Yeah.
Because we seen the collision course coming, and I told you, yo, Crawford is an elite talent, man. And I think you made a point the other day, right? And you said black fighters need black media. And you are so like on point with that. Like, and I think it might have went over a lot of people's heads because it's a lot of fighters that they need that push. You know what I'm saying? I remember you telling Crawford, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you ain't gonna make no money over there at Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's, I don't want to get into the financial side. I think Crawford, I think he's a better fighter. I know you said, spends, too much man for him, but
Yeah, yeah, too much mass, too much mass. I think he kind of mows them down, especially with them combinations, those hooks to the body, and I think Spence jab could be a problem. But I'm real interested in Spence against Ugas because I want to see what type of fighter he is now. You know, I mean, he got out early on Danny Garcia and never looked back.
Yeah.
He knew he was up 8 rounds to 1 or 9 rounds to 8 rounds to 2 or something. So he knew he could coast to the finish line. But Ugas is going to press. You know, he's going to press because, like you said, he's earned this moment, and he's not giving it up so easy.
And he's durable. He's strong. Ring IQ is, what I mean, that Cuban pedigree. It's kind of
Mhm.
like once they get past, the amateur system out there, it's like they're kind of seasoned. Now, the thing I don't like about the Earl Spence Crawford, Earl Spence Ugas is because he kind of has a built-in excuse. If he has a poor performance, they could always blame it on the car crash.
Mhm.
Now, Danny Garcia, he had a puncher's chance against Spence, but you and I know his feet, like, they're too
Yeah.
slow. Like, it's like, I don't know if he need to get rid of his pops or, I don't want to say that because I love to see the father-son thing, but on the business side, being a professional fighter, I would think, like, introspectively, you would look at yourself and be like, I need to correct these things
Yeah.
at this level.
You're 1000% right. And I haven't seen Danny, but I would be excited to ask him about adding to his camp. You know, I would ask the question the other way, as opposed to, you want to get rid of your dad? Hell no, I'm not getting rid of my dad. So you ask it the other way. Yeah, you
Yeah.
think you need to add some stuff to your camp and stuff like that, because uh I think it's important that he gets better, because he set himself up to get mollywopped at 54.
Yeah, definitely. I think he need to stay away from 54. Honestly, the thing about once you get exposed in boxing, man, everybody, people they pick at it and then they put their own version of weaponry, to defeat you, you know what I'm saying? But the thing with it is that version of Earl Spence fighting that one pace, it's effective. It's effective. And the thing is, I can't sit here and say that's a flaw because it's effective. It's fuck. Yeah, he ain't lost. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
But it's hard to stand in front of a dude like a crafty dude like Crawford and not expect to get hit flush. You know what I mean? So I think it would be interesting to see that because it's hard to gauge, who's stronger, who's the more who got the heavier punch, because Crawford seemed to be just getting people up out of there, man.
Yeah, he did get Sean out of there. He got you think he got 8 knockouts in a row or something like that?
Bro, I would have cashed out on that fight. I told him, I said,
Wow.
this fight is gonna go 10 and a half rounds, and Sean Porter is gonna make Terrence Crawford stop him.
Good point. You said make him stop him.
Yeah, it's gonna make him because look at you, the style. You don't have to look for Porter. He's there.
Right. Right.
And Crawford, he's not the dude you just want to like be giving free punches to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look at Kell Brook. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's and that's the beauty about the sport. We can sit here and make predictions and then it just, Spence could come out and do what he did to Mikey Garcia, which to me was one of his, you know, breakout performances, you know what I mean? To just prove to be the superior boxer. He didn't like be he was effective with his aggression, but to me, he just outboxed Mikey, like toyed with him. When a lion got like a half dead prey and
Yeah.
he's just like playing with it. Like,
Yeah.
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 And no disrespect to Mikey, you know what I mean? I think he's up there. But Spence's he's definitely you can't take nothing away from him.
Yeah.
And the
We,
thing about Spence, he's marketable too. Like, you know what I mean? He got the package, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Where does Jerron Ennis fit in?
Um, that's the main dude I've been studying lately
Mm,
because um he wasn't, on the forefront when I left or whatnot.
mhm,
And the thing with him, he comes from a boxing family, kind of like Floyd.
mm,
And
sure does.
one, people like that, they dangerous, man, because they he in there having fun. And you ain't really even seen him angry. Like he just in there having fun. You know what I mean? Like it's like he's still the metamorphosis is still taking place,
Right.
and I see him being, a title holder.
Mm.
I see him making dudes move to 54.
Wow. And
Yeah, I
you,
said it.
oh, so you're
Yeah, I
speaking of,
said it.
so you're speaking of Spence and Crawford.
Not just them, not
Wow.
just them, not
Wow.
just them.
You really think Ennis is that good?
The eye test,
Yeah, yeah.
the
I,
eye test.
I just want to see him when bullets are coming back at him. When punches.
Yeah, well, because this is the thing. He's at that place, right? Where he's at that crossroad where it's like, okay, is he gonna be Spence or Broner? Is he? You know what I mean?
Mm,
But I look at him as a and when I say the eye test, it's not just in the ring. You know what I mean? You gotta look at these dudes outside the ring. Like,
right.
is he kicking it with rappers too much? Like, what's his leisure time like? You know what I mean? And
Right.
that's what I look at all around. And I think he's more than a threat.
Oh yeah, he's definitely made more than a threat. How I see him is like I think he's uberly talented. I think he checks off all the boxes. He's visually he's pleasing. Uh but you got to show me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I saw Harold Miner play at USC and I thought he was all
He
you know
like,
what I
oh,
mean?
this is second coming. Yeah, like, oh my God. Yeah,
Yeah,
like, yeah.
yeah, yeah. And will his body hold up? Because I saw Anthony Hardaway. His
Hmm.
body didn't hold up, you know. So
Yeah.
there's,
Shoot.
I just really got to see it, you know. And speaking of 54, Jamel Charlo, you don't like Jamel?
um, I love the Charlo brothers,
Love
man. I think I think they getting their money and they still need that, like that Canelo fight, or I like Charlo. It's just like he got work to do at 54, man. It's hung it's the division stacked, and I think after his last performance, which I didn't see the entire fight, but I read about it like round for round,
Mm-hmm,
and I was like, "Ooh, it's people watching."
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, remember, Harrison, you know what I mean? So it's just like I just hope he's working on his game,
mm,
because heavy is the head, and you the dude everybody aiming at. So everybody just, got your posters in the gym with daggers in it, like, yo, this is
right,
the dude. So
right, right.
I think he got his, what I mean, him and her, they need what's up with that? Did I miss that?
No, you didn't miss that. They haven't fought yet. They blew that
They
back.
they was finna fight backstage though. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, these dudes is crazy.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? But I love it though. Like, you finna fight anyways. Why we gotta be, it works for whoever, be free. Like, if you just truculent to the motherfucker, then be that. But
yeah,
you got dudes like Manny, he just like charms you all the way to the ring, get in the ring, and he just like the Tasmanian devil, just, you know what I mean? So it's
right,
like whatever works for you, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
it's definitely and it's like, just analyze, it's good fights just in every division.
Yeah, we just got to get them.
Yeah, definitely. But it's just like, I think, eventually it's gonna happen. Dudes, like, the public could demand it. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta fight him. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like I wanna, like, you know what I mean? I know Canelo, he's in a space where he could do what he wanna do, but it's like it's definitely dudes he could fight that'll still make money. Like, you know what I mean? Like Demetrius Andrade, you know what I mean? Benavidez, even the other Charlo, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm. How
But
do you
you
like
know,
Charlo?
I think he's I think he the better fighter. The one at 160.
One would say he is because he fights behind the jab a little better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to me,
a lot
I
better.
just
Actually, a lot better. A lot better. I think Jamel Charlo's jab is kind of short. Like he has kind of a hookish jab, for
he
me.
doesn't. To me, he got a tendency to telegraph, like, but he's so, like, they're so strong, like, you know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
They're so strong, so it's like the strength, mitigates like the mistakes, you know what I mean, and fundamentals and stuff like that. But I love the Charlos, man. They get money, they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? They uplifting their families and stuff.
Sure.
Like, I like seeing all the fighters get paid, honestly. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. I want to see Jamal Charlo in a fight at 60. I want to see him show us who he say he is.
Yeah,
I'm very
definitely.
I'm definitely very, very interested in that. How about the rematch with Jamel and Castano? How do you like that one? Because you said you read about it.
Yeah, see, and this is the thing. I want to give it the eye test, but from what I read, it looked like he had his hands full. Like, oh, he was tough. You know what I mean? He met, like, kind of like his match,
Hmm.
but what your man say? He said, I don't see the hype about moves, and he's shown absolutely no defense whatsoever. Ryan Garcia has better defense than
Ooh,
moves.
Ryan Garcia.
Yo, Yo, he came in aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not jumping on nobody's bandwagon because I'm for sure not sold on Ryan Garcia. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, visually, with Boots, you can't deny he nice. Like, you know what I mean? He's smooth with it. He got soul in there. You know what I mean? So I'm not, we could always be like, oh, I haven't seen him in a fight yet. Well, fuck, keep waiting. That's the fuck. He in the fight business. He's gonna
Right,
fight.
right, right. I'm eager to see him. Now he's gonna have to step up now because now he's closing in on the ranking. So he's gonna have to get a title eliminator shot and then potentially the actual champion. So he will be in a big fight probably by the end of this year. But it
Yeah, I can see that.
it just takes forever for us to get what we want as fans, man. It's so frustrating at times, that we just sit and wait. They build up the fight, or the fans and the media build up the fight, and they make us wait a whole another 2 years, man. That's
Yeah.
that joint is dumb corny, kind of like 135 with what was your take on the kid getting beat? What's his name? Not Cambosis versus Teofimo Lopez.
um, Cambosis was hungry, man. I think he was prepared. He was hungry. He was determined. He like, man, I came all the way from Australia. They didn't cancel this fight 3 times, and the better man won.
Right. The better
The
man
better
won.
man won.
And as you said that, I was thinking of um Ugas.
I
Cambosa
think,
will, Ugas will. Pretty similar,
yeah,
as it pertains to wanting. You're gonna have to, it's gonna take a lot to get him out of there. You know, I can really, really see Ugas willing that fight. And like I said, if Earl Spence has to have a great training camp, if not, it's an
yeah,
easy fight, and
yeah.
I would see that fight. So let's say if Earl had a great training camp and Ugas had a great training camp, I see that fight a 3-1 fight. If Earl
Mm,
has a good training camp and Ugas has a great training camp,
great.
I think it's an even fight.
50-50. Yeah,
Yeah.
because this the X factor I'm looking at, right?
Hmm.
Ugas has his moment, meaning he got the check. We got the Manny Pacquiao check. His lifestyle is changing. He's gonna go in there hungry. He's gonna be in tip top condition, and I think he's the dark like horse at 147. Because people thinking, oh, he beat a washed up Manny Pacquiao, this, that, and the third. Like styles make fight. He would have gave Pacquiao problems whenever they fought.
Yeah.
He's a big dude. Look at his arms.
Yeah, he is a big.
They long as Crenshaw. Like, you know what I mean? They long. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, and
definitely.
he's a strong dude. And he could bang. But he don't have to sit there and trade with Spence whatsoever.
Yeah, and he can get on his amateur too and start winning rounds too. You know, so Earl is going just like Earl can get on his amateur and just I'm gonna just stay behind the jab and point you up to death. So it's a very compelling fight because Earl came in here. Y'all remember the day? I don't know. He just surprised. The power went out. Can you hear me?
Nah, man. This somebody texting me talking.
Oh yeah. Tell
they
me.
like, yo, it's on YouTube. I'm like, yo, I told you, you know.
Yeah, you in the you in the shot right there. Earl came in here mid last year sometime, and mid this year. Excuse me, we're still in 2021, and he said he was 70% against Danny Garcia, and he won that fight pretty easy.
Yeah.
What's the minimum percentage Earl Spence has to be to beat Ugas?
Minimum?
Yeah, minimum.
85.
85. Yeah,
I
was
70% Spence fighting no. I was gonna say 90, but you know what I mean? I
like 90. I like 90 because that 85 to 90 is will and determination. So it bumps up a little bit because I think I think he's in his Buster Douglas phase. Like, I'm not losing this fight.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Because
go ahead. No, you're right. Go ahead.
Nah, because these dudes, you know, every fighter got a story just like every person. These dudes come from humble beginning, man. You telling me you gonna give me $10 million to fight this dude, and if I win, I'm guaranteed 20 on the double up. Like, I'm finna go in there and throw every punch I know how.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's why I think Earl is gonna have, because I saw a picture of Earl last week. He looks pretty shredded already. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I'm betting Earl on the fight. Like, I'm just saying. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm sorry. He got it. Listen, man, the people talking, man.
Yeah.
It ain't just like, okay, at like last year, this time, it was like no questions. We're trying to find an opponent for Spence. It's like, no, he's the man. Everybody's fighting for second place. This year, dude stepped up like, no, I'm ready. Now they like, well, what you gonna do, Earl?
Right. I get that.
Man down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I'm betting Earl.
Strap season.
Yeah, strap season. I'm definitely betting on Earl because that picture I saw of him lets me know that he's been doing the work when he didn't have a fight date. Although he knew he was going to fight again, but he didn't have an actual finish line. So I'm actually impressed that he didn't balloon up in weight and get the cake face. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these fighters do. So with 10 weeks to go, or it's sometime in March, I'm real pleased with what I see out of Earl Spence with 10 weeks to go.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and yeah, I can definitely see that. Canelo, how do you like Canelo?
I love Canelo, man. I think you know, Canelo, he's rich, you know. I think he took a page out of Floyd's book and he's running with it. He's running with it. Now the thing with the steroids and all of that shit, I don't like, you know, if that's what's going on, like, that's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Because he breaking bones with them punches, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they need to clean up a lot of things. Because it's like, when Floyd was on top, not even just with other fighters, he's adamant about drug testing with himself.
Mm.
And I'm like, I noticed like that's not even a conversation no more when it come to big fights. Like you don't hear nothing about random. You don't even hear about the subject at all. It's
Right.
just now.
No, that's true. No, that's true. Floyd's your favorite fighter, yeah?
One of
Who's some of your other favorites?
man, you know me.
You're a Ward
I'm
guy, right?
Ward.
Yeah.
I love Ward, man. I
Yeah.
love Ward in and out the ring.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the sport, period. But when I go into my favorites, man, you got to go back. I'm talking about me. I'm a Ken Norton, Archie Moore, Sugar Ray Robinson. You know, that era, like I go all the way back because I always find stuff like, you know what I mean, like the Black Murders Row, and you
Mm.
know, I read about stuff like that. Um, then you know, I have, you know, like genres. Like if we're gonna talk middleweight, all around fighters, boxer punchers, like just all around, you know, Roy Jones, he's definitely up there. Like, hey, bro, I cried when Tarver knocked out Roy. Like I cried. I couldn't understand what was going on. Like it happened so fast. Like I was mad. Like, you know, I didn't even think I cried because it was like I was emotional. I think I was just shocked. Like, what the fuck just happened? Like, whoa. But that's how, you know, invested we are to this sport. Like, you know
Right.
what I mean? You
Mhm.
know, we watching the fight, dodging punches too. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, it's definitely, you know, up there. But Floyd is, you know, Floyd is one of my he like my number one because I understand that he was fighting in a division he didn't even really belong in. Like, you know what I mean? And
You're
I
right.
mean,
You're right. He should have been at 40 and 35 his whole career. You're right.
yeah. And
And
imagine that though, like you that's how good he was. Like it was nobody there for him. It's like, oh, you need to fight middleweight.
mm,
Like you know how you like you run into people like don't really know nothing about boxing and be like, well, why he don't fight Triple G, or you know what I mean? Like what? Like what?
yeah, he's a
Like, all
champion.
right,
He's a champion.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's like he can punch. Like
Yeah.
he got a glove on. Like you don't get it. Like okay, but you know I respect him, man. To come on, 50-0. What else? What you need an explanation for that?
All right.
50 tried. You know.
Yeah. No, no, you're right. And that fighter today for us in terms of the emotional response is Deontay Wilder, as it pertains to like, oh, he lost, like he kind of like sets us back emotionally, like, and
Now
go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I feel free to jump in anytime. But do you think Wilder should retire or keep fighting?
Man, we fighters, man. You gonna fight in life, you know what I mean? I honestly I salute Wilder, man. That's how you lose a fight. Stop me. Beat me. You know what I mean? Like beat me. I he tried. He went out, you know what I mean? Nobody with a boxing IQ was watching that fight and just be like, oh, okay. He's just fighting off a heart. Like, oh my God, the spear is down, the shield is down. Come at me. And he went out like how he was supposed to. He threw all the technique out to me after the third round. All it's like, okay, I'm just gonna try to knock his head off. And that's how you lose a fight. Like, you know what I mean? He wanted to go out like that. Should
Nah.
he retire? If it's nobody else for him to make money off of and fight, yeah, just walk off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we still salute you, but if he's still able, like, fight his ass again. Shit, you know how this shit go? Fuck.
Yeah, he trained 2 years for that fight. I know he is.
Two.
Yeah, 2.
Bro, when I seen him, I was proud. I said yes. Like, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
we felt like we was in Wakanda, like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah,
we
yeah,
going, like,
yeah.
but
He was. yeah, Wilder is a special guy for many of us in the shop, including myself, and he's actually a friend of the barbershop. He'll call in once or twice a year, say what's
Yeah,
up.
man.
But
Shout out to the Browns bomber, man. We still salute you, man. And I don't think it's nothing to be ashamed of, really. Like, I mean, what you think about it? What was your opinion about it? You crowned him the baddest man on the
on the
planet.
planet, yeah. You remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
salute,
yeah,
bro. Come on, bro.
yeah.
Like, yo, I was telling somebody, you like my mentor without even mentoring me. I
Oh,
just like I admire you. Like, it's
that's what's
serious.
up, man. That's humbling. That's humbling.
Nah, you
He
deserve it.
Thank you. He said, I'm not sure. Don't come back until you're sure.
Yeah,
Because I'm 100% in. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't want Wilder to say, well, to give the Sean Porter speech. I don't want that.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want that
Nah,
from a man I revere. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So if
yeah,
you're out, hey, guess what? I'm gonna fly to Alabama and I'm gonna go to your grand opening of Ron's Bombers Barbecue or something like
yeah.
that. You know what I mean? If you're gonna do that, do that. I'm all in, but I don't want the speech to I just wasn't mentally and I couldn't get up for him, stuff like that. Nah. I think from a fan and a media as a media website, oh, he gave us more than enough. As a fan, I love. I was saying this in the fight. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I'm never emotionally getting involved with another fighter ever again. Ever again. I'm never doing it because I'm sitting there fighting with him. Like I'm sitting there fighting with him. Like, man, move your feet, catch, slip. I was like, I'm never doing this again. Ever again will I ever be emotionally involved with a fighter ever again. And then Earl Spence has a fight against Ugas. See, I'm like, see, my three fighters that I get emotionally involved in are like, I mean, there are others too, but Devin Haney, Gary Russell, Spence, and like Wilder. Like when they fight, I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? In between rounds, I'm like, whew, they didn't get knocked out. Whew, because I'm always in worse mode. Like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'd be with those fighters, man. And I
But
would.
Wilder does that to you. Wilder, he draws you in because he's
Oh,
a passionate dude. He speaks with,
right,
hey, I watched the build up to the fight, and he had me so when he was like, man, like you got to approach me with caution right now, and I felt that, like, ooh, like
yeah,
yeah, like it's so serious. Like he was so in his element. Like, man, you gotta approach, like, seriously, like you gotta approach me with caution.
right.
It's like going to the water pit, knowing there's alligators in there. Like, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, and I don't think he got nothing to be ashamed of. Whatever he
No, man, all you want is he gave us his greatest effort, and
yeah,
he wasn't shy about it. He built the gym in his backyard. He built the track in his backyard. He housed his trainer. He housed his training team. So he told us, "I'm all in on this fight." He's gonna have to, and literally, Fury had to be the best version of himself too. You know what I mean? Because that knockout reverberated through his whole body. Jarvis said, "Yeah, you can."
salute, yo. That's a good. That's that's my homie Kevin. Yeah, yeah, man. That's my boy, man. I had to
Yes, well, shout
salute
Kevin
him,
out
man.
real quick. What's the name of his brand?
Yeah, man. Let's fly out here, man. It's available, man. It's my boy, man. Good dude from around the way. You know what I mean? Stand up dude.
Uh-huh.
Always been, right here.
Yeah,
One of my comrades, man. Real
yeah,
positive dude. He been doing this for a minute.
yeah. And Christmas, y'all were at an airplane hangar at the Hawthorne Airport doing great things this past weekend.
Yeah, man, that's my niece's foundation. It's called In His Presence, IHP. And we grew up kind of like being benevolent to like
Mm,
homeless people, and she just put the paperwork and she took it to the next level. And I'm so proud of her being a young, black woman at her age. I think my niece just turned 24
mm,
um for her to choose to do something like this, I think she deserves not only the credit but as much support from me as I could offer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's dangerous out there. We want to help the homeless and stuff like that, but some of those people, they're sick mentally, spiritually, and they could get aggressive, and men are needed. That particular event, she partnered up with another foundation, and it was a toy drive, and a lot of artists came out, people from the community came out, and it was success, and a lot of kids left smiling, and
Yeah.
toys, and I love being a part of stuff like that,
Yeah.
man. I love it. Like, shit, we was them kids, we needed them toys and shit like that.
Needed them. Didn't have a Christmas without it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to talk about your background or no? No.
I mean, you could feel free if it's something I can't speak on. I'm not,
No.
but
Oh yeah,
I'm
no, I'm
open
just.
book.
Oh no, I'm just saying. What's up, Kyle? The co-host is here. What's up?
What's going on, big friend?
Yeah, because I want to lead to like.
Brother, how you doing?
What's going on, man? How you doing, man?
Salute.
What's the healing for our community? That's where ultimately we want to go.
In my opinion, just because it's a topic that come up a lot, man. We have poor communication skills, and I think it comes from the lack of education, and not only the lack of education, we don't have great thinkers, not only like great thinkers, but people that know how to think. You know what I mean? A lot of people, like, they know how to study curriculum, they know how to memorize shit, but somebody that know how to like problem solve, troubleshoot, and find a solution rather than the problem, that's I think that's what we lacking, because it's like the dudes who could cause impact, they kill them. They kill him, you know what I mean? They silence him, and they do it in such a way to where, the Willie Lynch theory, man, they do it to where your kids is scared. Like, God damn, look how they did him,
Mm-hmm.
Besides us doing it to each other.
Man, I think if we heal ourselves, we'll wean off of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at. What's up, Kyle?
Man, we say that same thing all the time, man. We put too much hope into these niggas, man. Like, we need to put more hope in ourselves. We too busy fucking each other over, though. You know what I'm saying? We think the white man gonna save us and shit.
Yeah.
I can't save a shit.
Me and Fred, we tried to tell him Joe Biden wasn't gonna be shit. He wasn't shit. He ain't shit. They told us we was coons and on all this shit. What Biden do? What has Biden done?
Yeah, man. Oh man,
I'm waiting on somebody to tell me one thing that he's done for the black community, which gave him the votes to get in that motherfucker.
I mean, me personally, I was incarcerated, so just from the eye test, like, I think us at this point expecting anything, it's like that shouldn't be like our motif at this point. You know what I mean? But just like you said, these niggas, like, you gotta understand, you got niggas and you got black men. You understand me? We both look alike, but until we open up our mouth, you wouldn't understand you can't, you know what I mean, decipher the two. Like, the black men, they're out there picketing and protesting and speaking up for injustice, and the niggas is breaking in stores stealing sneakers, but they both coexist. You see them, it's like symbiotic, like they're right there. You got one dude standing right here fighting, and you got the other dude, he wants some Nikes. He feel like this is the perfect time to get some motherfucking off-whites. You know what I mean? Like,
but I'm gonna tell you something about that, though. The white people will be the ones that's doing they the ones that kick that shit off. You know what I'm saying? I was downtown Oakland a lot when that shit was happening, I was chasing down white dudes with skateboards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And but you know, niggas, they see a door open, they go run in that motherfucker. You know how it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
niggas love free shit.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't want to. You know, we use the term niggas loosely. I'm not just downing us. Like you got to understand, you dealing with damaged people, like generations and generations of damaged people. Like it might be like we might look at it like, damn, you really like stealing sneakers, but then we don't know where you coming from. So I'm not just gonna say niggas. Yes, you could look at the TV. It was hella other races looting and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we speaking about our people. You know what I'm saying? We talking like we got a tendency to reward like bullshit and multiply that by generations of doing so. Like it's so hard to like say no to a group of dudes. Like, yeah, I mean, you be around these dudes and everybody talking about going to kill something, but you the one dude like, oh nah, I don't want to do that. Then you end up getting beat up and you know, he ain't cool no more. It's like, why? Because I don't want to go do some bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what I talk about. The great thinkers. Like you had to figure out like you want to talk about my background, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't, you know what I mean? We came to this country, you know what I mean? I'm Belizean. So it's like you gotta kind of be swift on your feet dealing with gang culture and just street activity. I'm not just gonna be like gang culture because gangbangers ain't the only ones committing crimes out here, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuck
We
them
need more
politicians
dope
is,
boys,
you know,
man.
yeah, I agree.
You
You know
know,
what I mean?
when Cuban Gooding said, man, let me out. They said, man, yeah, man, we know this ain't you, man. And they let him out.
Yeah.
You know, they
But
ain't
then
call you
you
no
gotta,
sucker. They ain't try to jump him. You know what I'm saying? They understood who the man was and how he is, and they let him out. See, and that's why a lot of people get told on. Well, motherfucker tell you, he really tell you he don't want to be here. And y'all still like, come on, man, nah, nigga, nah, you with us, nigga, you gotta do this.
yeah.
And then when y'all get told
Nah.
on, oh, he a snitch. Y'all invited this man on the trip.
Y'all threw him to the wolves. Like, exactly. You should already just have caution if you gotta extra convince somebody to do something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, man.
but it comes from what I said, the poor communication, like and not knowing, like, you know what I mean? Like I was just asking, like, it's funny, right? I had a conversation with my 9-year-old. He told me about a story. He said he got into a fight. He said the dude walk up and hit him in the face. And I said, well, son, when he was walking up, didn't he look aggressive? And he thought about that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like a lot of dudes is getting caught off guard because they sleepwalking. You know what I'm saying? You imagine I'm sitting in a dorm with grown men and we all watching the news, but I'm the only one that understand what they're saying because they don't understand anything. They don't understand the words being said. They don't understand the way the information is being presented. And then you got to coexist with these people. Then you add drugs and guns into somebody with no understanding. It's like, man, it's wicked out here. But besides the education, you know what I'm saying, everybody got to get closer to God, you know what I'm saying? And you would think with this pandemic, a lot of people would choose to do so, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's serious out here.
Me and
I
Fred had this
just
conversation. I think no matter what you believe in, you know what I'm saying, niggas got to get closer to something. Spiritually. You know what I mean? Because I think spiritually, niggas is morally and spiritually bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want about the slaves and shit like that, and our grandparents in the 60s, in the 50s and shit. You know, say what you want about them, but nigga, they had something. You know what I'm saying? They had community. They had something. We got way more than they had, and look at us. We fucked up. We all fucked up.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that has something to do with religion. Like a lot of times, man, that's all niggas was doing was going to church. To be honest with you, like my great grandpa, they was at church every day. You know, wasn't no time for no bullshit for real. You know what I'm saying? But you know, shit started to evolve into some other shit. And you know, that's what I think we just lost, man, as a people, man. But we need to like really figure out something, because shit's bad, man. Shit's bad.
Yeah.
Growing up, I thought crack would be done by now. I thought crack, meth, all this shit, I thought it'd be done by now. Like growing up, all the shit we used to talk and mess with, the crackheads and shit of the hood. You know what I'm saying? Pick on them. You know what I'm saying? The whole shit. Take their money. You know what I mean? Sell them soap, everything. And niggas out here doing these same drugs. I can't. It just is mind blowing to me, man. The same dudes we used to sell soap to, you one of them.
It's sad.
Yeah.
My bad for cutting you off, Fred. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, how did you escape the grasp of the Nation of Islam? You know? How did you escape the grasp of the Nation of Islam? I would think you'd be a Nation of Islam member by now.
I respect them. You know what I'm saying? I respect them because, you know, I've seen where it helped a lot of people, but a lot of dudes go in and come out as that because they used it as a form of protection and they wasn't fully invested in the faith. Me, I don't get down like that. I ain't finna play with God like that. If I ain't fully invested in it, I'm not finna play with it. So it wasn't a shield or a blanket for me. I stood on my 10 toes like a man, the same, you know, and I represent what I represent, and I stood on that. But you know, I love the Lord too. You know what I mean? I was definitely getting myself spiritually stronger, but it didn't get to me because I'm just not easily influenced. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to know if I could understand something, but if I spiritually don't connect with it, I don't think I should be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever have a spiritual awakening moment, like in life?
Yeah.
Shit.
I used to hear about divine intervention, and I didn't really like. It sounded far-fetched till I experienced it, but 2018. I'm gonna try to just run through the story. I was doing my catering and I needed to get to U-Haul. I was with my mom. My mom, she don't drive. U-Haul's a couple blocks away and I was running late, had a reservation. So I said I was gonna walk. I'm on the phone with somebody and they like, yo, why don't you walk? And I told them, I said, man, I don't be walking. Like, I don't remember the last time I walked. But I said, you know what, I gotta handle business and I'm gonna go. So I had a Visa card with me. So I walk out the driveway, I see the police. I say, you know what? I don't need this. I put it back because I seen the police. So I'm walking and I see this car and it kind of looked like a police car, but then I seen like white t-shirts. I said, that ain't no police car. Long story short, I'm talking and I'm walking and I get blocks away and these blocks is long. And when I see like a dude walking off far away, but I'm kind of like focused on what I'm doing. Long story short, when I get to the corner, I see the car. I see a dude standing on the corner. I realize, ooh, I'm slipping. And a situation transpired, so I tried to pretend like I still had my card with me. I'm like, oh, I'm finna buy something. And it bought me a little bit of time to move out. Long story short, I was caught. The other dude's running towards me top speed with this thing hanging out. And God is my witness, brothers. the closer he got to me, his eyes opened up like he saw something. He put the gun down and he ran. I was standing there like this because a dude told me a long time ago, he said, when you get shot, like on try to be on the side. It's funny, but it wasn't. But the look on this dude's face, and he dropped the gun and he ran. And at that point, I said, thank you, God. Like everything my mom prayed about, like covering me, you know. And I said, I never seen nothing like that. And I think like it was a life-changing moment, not just for me, but for him. Because whatever he saw scared him more than that pistol was scaring me. Because I don't think it was fear at that point. You just kind of like, it's weird. It's just like you thinking, but you're not, but you like, you just exist in that. Those seconds are the longest seconds one can experience. But at that point, I just had to not only thank God, I just was like, I actually witnessed divine intervention.
Yeah. And your mom prayers works. I actually, as you know, I had a few conversations with your mom, man, and yeah, she's a prayer warrior for sure, for sure.
Yeah, that's what she is, man. She, my mom pray about everything. We be in the grocery store, like, oh, they ain't got no milk. I'm about to pray, and the milk appear. Like, but you know, maybe that's just to go back on what we was talking about with the black church. You know what I mean? The black church wasn't just a church; it was like a refuge, an institution for slaves. Like, oh my God, let's go to church where we're not getting, you know, emasculated, you know what I'm saying? So it served more than just as the house of God, you know what I mean? It was like we learned there, we, you know, we ate there, they got married there, family there. So it's funny because it's like we just answered the question. Back then, you know, we talk about the 60s, and what I was saying, they had structure. It wasn't just the material shit. They had a different state of mind. They had a different goal. They had structure. Yeah, now we got technology, but you know what I mean? They replaced the structure with free will. You know what I mean? They want you to think you did this shit on your own.
Right. Right. And eliminate like the spiritual higher power, right?
Of course. Like look at, you know what I mean? Everybody like it's like the walking dead. You understand me? It's like this the spiritual level of like, it's like I used to have pastors, they'll trip on me because I'll come to church and have like gang members, 4 or 5 gang members with me. And I was like, well, they follow me everywhere else. I'm like, I was going to church today. I invited them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just like it takes leaders. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can't I think peer pressure is one of the worst drugs on the street. I've seen it destroy so many lives.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what? The black church is not where it once was either. You know?
It's not. My
Back
mom say
in
that.
the day, man, when I was a kid, man, you couldn't wear no fucking sweatpants to church, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had to wear your best, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I was at a church and dude had on he had a polo sweatsuit on. And I'm like, bro, you can't come to church with no damn sweatsuit. Like, bro, come on, man. Niggas got hats on and shit, Fred. Like, nobody got no reverence. Nobody taking the hat off, you know what I'm saying, in church, nothing. Niggas wearing sunglasses. You know how I feel about sunglasses in the building. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's ridiculous, man. There's
Nah,
no
it is.
reverence anymore.
Yeah. That's
One
cause that's cause the grandmas is like 20 years younger than they once was. Like, you know, our grandmas was like grannies. Like, you know what I mean? You come to church, grandma look like, what? You go home. Coming in with no sweats, and you know Deacon Richard and all them looking, and you gonna come in here and embarrass grandma, and no. But that's what I'm talking about, the structure. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like
some
the
Yeah. One person would say, the Bible say, come as you are, Kyle.
Yeah, everybody say that when
But
they
what the
do some old
see, but they don't
goofy
ever
ass
tell
shit.
you the rest. So that's what I'm saying.
I don't
Niggas will
know. I'm
give
just
you,
saying.
yeah, niggas will give you one part, but they never give you the whole part.
Yeah,
But
but come
after
as
it
you
says come
are.
as you are, it says don't leave here the same.
Yeah, exactly. Preach.
So if you
And I don't
came
mean,
here with sweatpants on and somebody said, hey man, you came with no sweatpants, the next week at church you shouldn't be in sweatpants.
yeah, definitely.
Now, I do believe that there's you got to have a level of respect of for the environment that you're in, you know. But I haven't been to church in so long, you know. Whew, gosh, let me tell you, I ain't been
It's
to church,
hard to it's hard to find a good church these days, man, to be
Yeah,
honest
it
with you.
is.
You
man.
know, it's too much politics, man.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
kind of how I fell out of church. It was too many
Yeah.
politics. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying?
Because
I
it became more about economics than just the work of God. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
for real.
These it's and you can't blame them either because you know what I mean they got to survive. But it's so corrupted because the devil is a master thinker. Like you know, people. You know what I mean? You got to give him his credit, man. He's a master manipulator. So it's just like he would lie, you know what I mean, right in front of you and make you think it's the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you go into church, okay, I get the come as you are mentally. Okay, I done been partying Saturday night, woke up kind of half hungover and just went to church. You understand me? But mentally I felt like okay, come as you are. I don't if I shower and get properly dressed, I miss the service. So I just go in jeans and you know what I mean, something light, you know what I mean?
mm,
But if it's inappropriate, yeah, you got to correct it, you know what I'm saying? You dress to go to the club, you should dress to go to church appropriately, you know what I'm saying?
good point. No, that definitely makes sense. Birdman says, Fred, that come as you are was for people that's never been to church to keep them from making an excuse not to come. And Jarvis
Yeah.
said, I'll put it in the chat, Jarvis. You ain't got to, you could have kept that $2, man. We thank you though. Appreciate you. Yeah, follow.
Yeah, follow my boy, yeah, fly out here,
I'll
black
put it in
on,
the
you
chat
know what
again.
I mean?
I'll put it in the chat. How do we solve the gang issue in our community?
Shit. Good fucking luck, Fred.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
this is
good luck. Definitely. I think as long as it's been in existence, it's gonna take that long to solve it. It's always gonna be tribes and gangs and
mhm.
camaraderie around, you know, people. It's just that, you know, when the gangs first started, it wasn't to destroy. It was about protecting the community and you know what I mean, making sure everybody was safe. But any you know organization that you know is for the greater good, you know, the devil, you know, he manipulates it, man, and then it turns into something else, and now it's just a home for hate,
Mm.
just like people with you know no knowledge of self, you know what I mean? It's and you know I'm from a gang, you know what I mean, so I could speak like you know what I mean. It's been times where you know I hated myself that I
Wow.
thought it was necessary to go do something, you know, cataclysmic, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah,
what you
Nip had a quote. I'm gonna paraphrase it because I'm probably gonna butcher his quote. He says he was going on a mission, and you may know of that quote. He said that um when he was going to go look for a man that walk like him, talk like him, act like him, and the same color as him, and it kind of like pulled him back and realized that he was going to do harm to a man that was basically him.
yeah.
Do you have an epiphany as being a part of a gang? Do you have an epiphany, or how does that work?
when you say you go from questioning your love of self to having knowledge and love of self. Everything boxing and sports, man. Great live today, man. Great live today. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was reading the thing. Yeah, but I think everybody has an epiphany, man. Because you keep playing around in the streets, you gonna get what you looking for, and sometimes that's what the epiphany that's where it comes from, and no matter what I did in the street, you know what I'm saying, I came from a praying family, so I always try to have some sort of like integrity about my shit, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't like the epiphany, it's gonna come regardless because this game, life will humble you, bruh. Life will humble you, and everybody's gonna get a slice of humble pie. Some people pay for it with their life, you know what I'm saying? But you know, life will humble you.
That's a fact. You know, the thing is about these games, right? It's been shit that's happened 30 years ago. I have no idea about it, right? But you killed, but I know you killed my cousin. You know what I'm saying? I know this for a fact. I don't know what happened back then, but I know you killed my cousin, right? And the same dude gonna say, I know he killed my friend. So the beef, it can never end, damn near. Unless everybody would just say, you know what, man, fuck it. I know you killed my cousin. I know you killed my partner, but fuck it. We gonna just say fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That's hard for a nigga to just say fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I wish death upon the nigga that killed my cousin every day. You know what I'm saying? Every time I play the video or the song, you know what I'm saying, or quote him, you know what I mean? I have no forgiveness in my heart for that dude at all. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is for the gangs. You know what I'm saying? You you took somebody very, very important from somebody. And the same thing happened. So it's really a revolving door. And it's been happening for so long that so many people, family members and cousins and friends have died that it's hard for somebody to just say fuck it. You know? Now
Yeah.
somebody gotta be the bigger person, but I just don't see who that's gonna be, you know.
I mean, it ain't really no rules to this shit because you got homies that kill homies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Case in point. So it's like, how is you that angry that an enemy or a op killed your peoples, but your best friend killed them too? Like, is you equally as angry with him? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think we make it harder because we want to believe that, oh, it ain't, this is the way it's supposed to be, because to be great requires work. You understand me? To take it back to Nipsey, you know what I'm saying? The great, you know what I'm saying? Nipsey Hussle, you know what I'm saying? He talks about this, you know what I'm saying? That he never gave up and he felt every emotion on the road to
That's what
victory lap. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel all these emotions, you know what I'm saying? And it's how you deal with it. You don't think at one point he said, man, fuck that, I'm just keep it crippin'. Cause this music shit you dealing with, because now you enter in a game where the backstabbing is a norm, and that'll turn a real gangster off. Like, dude, we don't play like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Niggas is putting pain in just based on the wrong words being said. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you have to admire somebody that just ran the entire marathon. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying?
Did you ever get a chance to meet Nip?
In passing, like, you know, we knew some of the same people, but it's like we, you know, in passing, you know what I mean? I see him in traffic like hella times, and you know,
Yeah.
we salute each other and whatnot, and you know what I mean? But I was a big fan of Nip, you know what I mean? And you know, it, like Pac said, man, it takes skill to be real, you know what I'm saying? And you have to really appreciate what he meant. Like, it takes skill to be real, time to heal each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
ain't no dumb niggas pioneering shit out here. You know what I'm saying? Dudes ain't revolutionary thinkers that want to put in the work. You know what I mean? Because it requires not only work but discipline. It's easy to stand on a corner and wait for the ops to come through or go looking for them. Like, but then what?
True words. Why are all these rappers dying now? It seemed like every week a rapper, whether he's famous or not famous. Why?
Yeah,
Life and death is in the power of the tongue, man.
the tongue, most definitely. Yeah, but I think it's like this, right? You take a dude that you got to get that that vigorous energy out of your system. A lot of these dudes is kids, they giving them money. And they still in that phase where they feel like, I gotta prove to you that I ain't no sucker or I ain't no nigga you wanna play with. You still feel the need to be validated by somebody else. Why you think they all getting killed before the ages of 30 and 25 and stuff like that? Because they not they ain't got it out their system yet. They still feel like with all this money, yeah, I want to throw it all away because some punk think I'm soft. If you done came from that all your life, you got that shit out of your system. When you get the money, you can't even let a nigga trick you out of your position. Like what? Like I got a potential to make 100 million, but I'm finna argue with a dude who ain't got $100, and that's 100. Come on, bro. But it's like they got to get it out their system. If you a gangster, you've been thugging all your life, and all you got is the war wounds and scars to prove it. When you get the money, you ain't even on that no more. You want to denounce your affiliation, like, no, I'm a businessman. But when these kids get the fame and the money at an early age, they still ain't got that out their system yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like back in primitive man, when a dude felt like, oh, you a man, all right, well, you got to go kill a buffalo or some shit. You know, it comes with, you got to sign it in blood. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that shit, man, you just got to have integrity. So it's just like, and I thought about something too. You listen to the music, right? They're challenging the dudes on the streets. It ain't like the dudes, to me, from the 90s. They made you think. They didn't glamorize the streets. They romanticized it and showed you the beauty of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
These dudes, they telling you, nigga, I'm gonna kill you. Like, they ain't even saying it in a skillful way to where you could be like, oh, these niggas is MCs. I love the art form. They like, nah, he just telling you, nigga, I'm popping perks. I got a stick. I'm tripping. I'm, killing niggas. And so, you imagine, you know what I mean, being at a concert and this nigga just rapping for an hour straight. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Somebody got to fucking die. It's unfortunate, but you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Draco, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, the greatest to ever do it, you know what I'm saying? Dolph, all the rappers.
Oh, it's too many to name. Yeah, it's too many.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, cause they not our heroes no more. You feel me? Like Pac and them, when they walked around, they was like, yeah, they are heroes. They speaking for us. These niggas ain't speaking for us. They challenging us.
I get that challenging part. You know what I mean?
I ain't ran into one nigga in jail doing life that didn't want to come home. Then you come home, it seemed like everybody want to go to prison. They throwing rocks at the penitentiary.
Wow. That's a great point. What's that feeling like knowing you coming home?
It depends. It depends where you at. If you around niggas who got life and all that shit, you might want to keep that a secret.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? you might just want to, keep that to yourself. But it's a wonderful feeling because you start visualizing everything that you miss the most, like your friends, your family, your refrigerator. You know what I mean? Your warm bed. You know what I mean? Stuff like the little stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it's like overwhelming feeling because ain't no guaranteed you was gonna come out of that shit. So you gotta be a little bit celebratory, like what I'm saying, like
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
It's tricky though, cause some dudes they so like used to where they at, like they be like they leaving and they telling you like, bro, I'ma miss you. I be like, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna miss you, but I ain't gonna miss this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here. Like, fuck.
Right. Hey, I was mad at you for a little bit, man. I was like, man, we had too many damn conversations, man. I was so mad at you, dog. I'm sorry we gotta have this conversation publicly, but I was like, man, where my dude at, man?
Man, and
I
you know
missed
what?
you, and I was mad at you at the same
I
time.
missed you too, and you know what? I deserve it, and I was mad at myself. You know what I mean? And I held myself accountable. You know what I mean, for my decisions. You know what I'm saying? But hell yeah, I missed you. I used to be sitting there looking at these fights, and not just the fights, just everything, everything. You
Yeah.
understand me? Because not only does, you know what I mean, the streets and the gangs need healing, people need healing, man. It's successful people that's, still making compromising, decisions with, with lifestyles and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, because I was missing a Motor Mac. You know what I mean?
Man, listen to me, man. But I just buried my niece,
I saw
she
that.
started the company with me, so that's my angel.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, bro, that was her. Oh God, bro.
That was her, that beautiful young girl.
That was her, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so the story goes, Kano's kitchen. He had a kitchen, and I used to stop by doing what I'm doing on Friday, Saturday night, whatever I'm doing. I went by and picked up a plate, man, and wow, blessings to your family, dog. That was her. Wow, she
Yeah, that
served
was
me a
her.
couple of times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my baby. Cause I told her about you. I was like, man, take care of Fred. Even though Fred, he don't eat no meat. So
Oh, I'm back eating
I
now.
was like,
I'm back eating meat now.
I
I'm
was
back
like,
eating meat now. Yeah. And then I
yeah,
wasn't eating meat though, but yeah.
Nah, that we lost a real one though, my baby, and she died over some, I can't really speak on it, but
Yeah, situations. Yeah, man.
yeah.
Ooh, man. Yeah, man. We
I'm
gotta.
sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah.
It's funny, right? Because the Motor mac and cheese, Motor is short for my best friend, rest in peace, Motivation. I used to call him Motivation. So he used to like the macaroni and cheese. So I call it, I had the Motor mac and cheese, the Crenshaw cornbread. You know what I'm saying? It was, just like having fun with it, man.
When's it coming back? When's it coming back?
I'm working on some things.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I could always just chef something up for my loved ones. That ain't nothing. We love to entertain and cook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We had my grandma, 94 years old, when Wilder and Fury fought. It's like 20 people in the living room screaming, just like, just enjoying it. And she had to come out the room like, what? She don't know what's going on, but something was happening, but it's a beautiful thing, man. Imagine that, 94 years old, like,
Yeah, 94. She about to get that letter from the president in 6
for
years.
real. So she needs some a Purple Heart or something, like.
She needs her grandson. That's what she needs.
Yeah,
You
most
know what I
definitely.
mean? How's your son doing? He gonna be.
Man,
He a
Which
strong
one?
kid.
The big one or the
Yeah.
little one? Because the little one, he's just like
I
I got my hands full.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you got something. He think gonna be a fighter? I see him.
I think it's in him,
It's in
but he's more like a cerebral type dude.
yeah,
My son, you know, he kind of like made history for our family. He's the vice president for Tom Bradley, but he's the first fourth grader to ever be vice president. So, you know, I felt like a Secret Service dude. You know, when we pull up to the school, I'm like, yo, the VP is here, man, you know?
oh,
So
oh,
I'm so
that's
proud of him,
fly
man.
as hell.
Yeah, I'm
That's
proud of
fly
him,
as
man.
hell.
That's dope.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm proud of him.
Congratulations, man.
I told him, I said, son, you got more awards than me in like 1 month my entire life. Like, you know, we got like attendance awards. I after I stopped getting that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I try to motivate him and just with education, because I know how beautiful it is just to know stuff.
right.
Like
Yeah,
I know that. Like
right.
he didn't I know that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want them to be men of, you know,
Mhm.
great representation to the family. But my little one, he's a firecracker, man. He got so much coordination. I think
Mhm.
I might have something there.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
just sees stuff and he's like imitating it already.
yeah. Now that you say that, I wouldn't say this is me personally that college was like an all-knowing place. The one thing college did as you were speaking, it got me out of my environment. It took me away from my environment for 4 years. And not that I'm shaming my environment, but I always said, I always because all my cousins did 20 years. I ain't got not one cousin they ain't been to jail for for crack or cocaine. Like, I mean, it's maybe I'm talking about the boys. I'm the only cousin. I swear to God, I'm the only cousin of record that's never done time. I've done 2 days, but that was for a petty theft crime. But and I always said if I had stayed in New York, I would have been a drug kingpin. I have no doubt in my mind I
Right.
would have been just how I know my business savviness. I know I would have been a drug kingpin in Harlem, and then two, in LA, the environment that I lived in because I lived on Florence and Hoover. Then we moved to Venice, but
Ooh.
yeah, Florence and Hoover, Seven Falls, and yeah, all that shit. And
Some
but yeah, Sun Vista, right? Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Every day somebody getting killed on Fig. Imagine every night someone getting killed. That's what I lived on. Every night a prostitute's getting killed, a pimp is getting killed, a drug dealer's getting killed every night. And the police station's across the street. Imagine that, right? But that environment, that college took me away from that environment and it opened up some new some new sensories that I didn't know existed or that was dormant while I was in that community. So yeah, that that intellectual highway that your son is building and that you're fortifying and in terms of inspiring them, because I see the stories and stuff. Yeah, man, that's so powerful, man. It's so important that a child has a father. It's so critical, man, because I see my weaknesses when I look at Lincoln. I see my weaknesses as a child
Mm.
a lot of the time,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
like my non-committal stuff, like how I would use my personality instead of my intellect. You know what I mean? Like,
Intellect.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
I know
Yeah.
I can do it, but I'm gonna just go ahead and get this C.
Finesse it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm finesse. They call it finessing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And Lincoln is a finisher, similar to your son, right? And he'll complete the task no matter how difficult it is. He's going to steadfast and complete the task, and his joy is showing you he completed the task, right?
Task. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's how much we mean to them. Like, you know what I mean? Like my baby, like every minute he like, Dad, look at this. Look, he's showing me like a kick move or something. And I just be like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Just like he thinks the world of me, and you know, and vice versa. Like it's nothing I wouldn't do for them. But not just them, you know what I mean? I love people, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I love people, and I think we should approach everything with a little bit more love, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I gotta ask you this question. We had a nigga come on over here last night, and he said that Harriet Tubman didn't free none of the slaves. He said it's impossible because she was 5'1" and frail to lead men to freedom.
He ain't never seen a honey badger fight a wolf or kill a deer. It's like you can't look at somebody's frame and just automatically assume that she wasn't able to complete the task. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the beauty about not just her blackness, but as a woman, it's like, if you got a plan, bro, it don't really take physical strength to execute a
Mm.
master plan. You know what I'm saying? So she did something. They talking about her. They ain't talking about the nigga who downing her. So she freed somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, he made it seem like, he tried to minimize it. I'm like, nigga, you out your goddamn mind. And then I asked him, did he have any kids? And then he said no. I said, oh, okay, that's why
Yeah, he don't
that's
get
why you
it.
don't
Yeah.
understand.
See, some people, it's easier to hate than to. If you can't even expect somebody who ain't well informed to give you a correct answer or a valid response. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people love to repeat shit. And I come back to that come as you are shit. You know what I mean? That the one person who found that excuse in the Bible, like, oh, it says come as you are. And you got a generation of people regurgitating that bullshit. Like, nigga, knock it off. You
Right.
ever trip like people like put effort like if you want to fuck a girl like you wake up an hour early just to iron that shirt, make sure your hair whipped, and you know
Mm.
what I mean. But you don't apply that same pressure to everything else. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And we're all guilty of it. You know what I'm saying? I recognized it in myself, so I try to act on it. You know what I mean? Like if you're not growing, then what the fuck are you doing? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't even trying to grow, like you know what I mean? Yeah. Remember when that comedian who was like, you ever been the nigga who just ain't shit? Like you ain't shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Mm.
that's a hell of a title. Like, you know what I mean? Just no ambition, no nothing. But
Imagine.
yeah. I think, besides success being a social achievement, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody should have a personal goal for themselves. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care if you just wanted to be, you know what I mean, a barber, since barbershop, shout out barbershop conversation, man. If you tuning in right now, you know what I'm saying? 9 wives coming soon, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And yeah, just like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like people just need the right stimulant, you know what I mean? Because there's so much stimulant for bullshit.
Mhm.
It's like that's why people get into so much bullshit because there's so much stimulant for it. Like, you know what I mean?
You're right. And it's acceptable. Like people want to watch the bullshit. One it's called entertainment now. Bullshit is
Yeah,
called entertainment. So
yeah,
imagine that. So
yeah,
it's it's hard to get away from, but that's why like grown men, you got it. Grown men are important.
yeah.
Like
Of course.
like for example, I was thinking women go from the term independent, which which encouraged the thought of I don't need a man. I I mean, when a woman says I don't need a man, in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna shove my dick down your throat and never ever see you again. You know what I mean? Like I think like they're so lost.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. I'd
You
be like, bitch, Bitch, move this refrigerator then. You don't need no man. You talking all that bullshit.
Yes.
You so
Yes.
independent, you know what I
Yes.
mean? Move the refrigerator. Move,
Fact.
babe, lift this couch and move. No, you don't need no man do that shit.
And they best.
That's just
Man. Yeah, and you get 5 girls. You get 5 girls having that conversation. I don't need a man.
that's a dark place to be in.
I bet that's a dark place to be. I ain't
That's
never
a
heard a man in my life say I don't need a woman. I will know a man on this planet that was
real man.
yeah. I don't need a woman. Like
I love everything about a woman, man.
Man, we need each other, man. For real, man.
Of course.
And that's what we got to get back to.
It's duality. It's duality, man. And I think we got to start destroying these women socially, like because they're messing up the ecosystem. You know what I mean? They're messing up the ecosystem. Like, how are you conditioning your daughter to say, I don't need a man?
It's because see, at first we needed money. We had everything else, but we was good. We ain't get no jobs, we don't have no money, we on welfare. Now everybody got money. So now they didn't gave them money, so they think they don't need no man because primarily we was supposed to be the one bringing in the money.
Facts.
And she like, oh, I got the bag. I got the man. I want to hear that shit. See, move the refrigerator, God damn it. You move that guy, you're talking that bullshit, man.
Yeah, man. It's just
I think sometimes they say that to try to see what the other girl thinking. Like, I don't need a man. Like, I don't need a man. Oh, fuck it, I don't need one either. But it's
lonely.
like, come on, bro.
They lonely, man. They lonely. Like always. Like, I think you got to see. You got to see God in people. You know what I mean? And I know people say like, "Oh, I want the bag. I want to get a deal." But I'm 44 now, and like I search for God in people. Like, and the funny thing is, if you can't see God in that person, you fucked up. Your spiritual life is kind of in a dogmatic space. You know what I mean? So, so that's a reflection of where I am spiritually, right? If I can't see the God in you, I'm like, hold up. I got work to do. You know what I mean? But no woman, I mean, I listen to these because I'm always on YouTube. YouTube is like my TV now, you know. So I hear all these conversations. I don't need a man. I don't need a man. I don't toxic masculinity. That I just sit and I'll be like, damn, I feel sorry. I feel bad for their children.
I mean, if they don't need a man, they ain't gonna have no children. You know?
No, they got kids already. Many of them do.
Yeah.
Like I need a man that can handle me. Huh? How is he supposed to handle? He's supposed to inspire you, encourage you, not handle you. Like
I think that shit bitches say, not women. Like, excuse my language. I ain't trying to.
That's fine.
You know,
we in the shop, man. We in the shop.
But I ain't trying to. You know, if it's any women looking, I don't want y'all to, you know, think we just using the term loosely. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bitches just be saying shit. Like, women think about what they're saying. Like, a real woman knows she needs a real man because that's the only way we gonna build a nation. Like, only bitches be on goofy ass shit like that. That's that. You know what I mean? Break room conversation. Like, you don't need a man. Okay, you said that last year. You know what I mean? Like, okay, what don't you need this year?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just like for loneliness is, man, that's a hell of a disease. You don't want to be lonely. All them damn Chanel bags. That shit, you all right? That shit ain't gonna keep you warm.
Nah, you're right.
Can't do what I do. You know what I mean?
That's facts. That's facts.
Facts.
I've always wanted to learn how's the politics in prison as it pertains to gangs. How does that work between like the Nation of Islam, Bloods, Crips, Essays?
It's a power struggle. Everybody, everybody trying to cause it's like a whole nother world. It's shit going on in there that, people can't really speak on. Niggas making money and territory and misery loving company. So, it's politics within everything, but it's really all about let's let's search till we find weakness and we exploit it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's politics within the gangs. You could be within a gang that's ran by a gang that, you know what I'm saying, where then you got to think about, well, where do you fit in? Where are you at on the totem pole? You got say so, or are you a victim of circumstance, or you a crash dummy, or you got to figure it out. But the most part is just like, are you a man or a mouse? It's a gang of dudes in there functioning that don't have no affiliation with anybody, and they hold their own. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just that a lot of dudes need they need instructions. They need somebody to tell them not to do that, because common sense ain't common. And then you can't be having these selfish moments, because you could do something that affect all of us, and then you messing up what we got going on, and now you become targeted. Because the image you project, that's the image you got to protect.
Yeah, Kevin Brower, man. If a woman tells me that she don't need a man, or starts saying that she agrees with some feminist BS, she gets demoted to all you getting from me. Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. You're right. And I think we need to put them all in Greenland. You know what I mean? And just let them just fit on their own. Ostracize
Yeah.
them, man. And I think that's where
See, if I'm communicating with a woman and she telling me what she don't need and all this, chances are you ain't even getting no dick. Like, that's like a turn off. Like, it's like you at the first date and you already telling me what you don't like. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
what's the point? Like, some women are unclassy and they not used to shit either. Like, you know what I mean? Like, getting dressed to go to Red Lobster and shit. Like, we don't get dressed for that. We just sliding in there and moving in and out. But if we finna be having this conversation about, oh, we don't need a man, like, how would I even, where do I fit in this conversation?
Right. Obviously, I'm not needed. So let me
Yeah, so I'm gonna take care of this, and you enjoy your meal, and I'm gonna be out of here. Like,
facts.
Let's go half on this meal since you don't need me. Shit.
Yeah, me, I might just pay for it and dip. Like, just like for somebody to still be thinking that way, like, not even okay. I get it. Like, a lot of sisters had bad relationships, and a lot of dudes messed it up for the rest of us. But for you to get in that state of mind, you must not experience. You can't tell me at night like you hella comfortable being alone. Like, what if they shooting out there? You still don't need no man? You heard something while you sleep 3 in the morning? Oh, you don't need no man?
Facts.
You got to think about what you're saying, man. Like, we be like, oh, it's like me and you be like, I don't need no woman. But you spend a full 24 hour with your kids. You be like, man, what time are you coming? Like,
facts.
These niggas got too much energy.
Facts.
And that's just ignorance, because we all need each other. You know what I mean? Men need women. You know what I'm saying? People need people. Shit, we all here to achieve something. You know what I mean? And to live in harmony. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Man, great show tonight, man.
I know, man. It was food for
Absolutely.
thought, man. You fix a plate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got to slide through there, get some Motor Mac, man, and
Yeah, man, and
some
definitely,
chicken
man.
and waffles or something.
Yeah, most definitely. You know what I mean? You guys always welcome, man. And I definitely want to thank you guys, you know, not just for the opportunity, but just for the inspiration, man. You know what I mean? I love turning on, you know, YouTube and just listening to great dialogue and, you know, brothers with, you know, inspiring lifestyles and conversation, you know what I mean? With all the turmoil that's going on right now, we need like positive outlets, you know what I'm saying? To feel like, okay, it's gonna be all right.
Right. And it will.
Somebody else gets it, you know what I mean?
Right. Right. No, you're absolutely right, man. And Kano, appreciate you coming in here tonight, man.
Man, love, respect,
Awesome.
bro.
Awesome.
Salute. I salute you both, man. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate the opportunity, man. And I wish you nothing but success with, you know, 9 wives and whatever future endeavors you got going. And you too, my brother. You know what I
For
mean?
sure, man.
Whatever
We got
y'all
some
got
cereal coming
going on.
out, man.
Some cereal?
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
He got some
That's
cereal.
what's up, man. We moving on up, man. Somebody need to get the milk, man. You
It's
know
a
what I mean?
$30 billion industry, man. I just want 3%.
Straight up shit, nigga.
Straight up.
And make sure you can get it to where them dudes back there can get it, man. Get it on the commissary list, man. You know what I mean? Black businesses, man, for real.
Real. Cause I mean, I figured, look, man, if they can do it, shit. If I figure out how to do it, it's getting done. So shout out to Jay Jones, man. You know what I'm saying? He came on here, man. If you ever seen that episode, Kay, go watch that episode. That shit was special, man. The shit
Yeah,
that he was dropping, the jewels that he was dropping that day, man,
it's
changed
serious.
my fucking life. I'm 33 years old, nigga. That shit changed my life again. It was like getting my wife pregnant all over again, boy. Cause for real, cause now you
Yeah,
know, cause your mind, now you feel like once you got the information, now you feel like you gotta take care of some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know, get your girl pregnant, like you like, oh shit, like I gotta step my game up now. I gotta do more. I got a baby on the way, type shit.
got
That's what it felt like.
got purpose. Yeah, of course. And that's, you know, that's whenever you get some good game, like you said, who ain't gonna pick up a jewel and be like, oh, this is valuable. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And we share game and information.
You know, the '70s and the '80s, some '90s, they fucked the game up, man. When they said the game is to be sold, not to be told, and that was false, man.
Yeah, of course.
False.
I mean, I don't think you should sell it to your brother, but some of these suckers, you gotta charge them. You know what I mean? 'Cause they
Yeah.
heart ain't in the right place. But with your brother, you should always want to give him the tools that he could. You know what I mean? Build. You know what I'm saying?
For
Facts.
sure.
Facts. Oh, that's big facts. Big facts, man. Appreciate you, K, man. It's all love, man. Please come back.
Man, whenever you need me, I'm here, bro.
Man, the
Not
moment's
just for
notice.
the, yeah, not even just for the show. In life, I'm here, brother.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, we're gonna have to get up
Oh.
for sure.
Definitely, man.
Get up for sure.
Man, I had an amazing time, man. This was dope, man. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
this is
Barbershop
love.
conversation.
You finally yeah, you finally on, man. Finally on.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it feels good.
yeah.
Feels great.
Oh, that's
God is good. God is great.
You
all
gonna
the
have to do a poetic justice, man, instead of a mail truck, a food truck to Oakland.
Man, I'm doing, you know, what I gotta do. And, you know, with God's help, you know, everything's gonna come to fruition, man. And we gonna connect, man. We gonna keep marching till we reach the promised land. You feel me? For real.
promised land.
Quick question before we gotta ask him this, Fred. We gotta ask him this.
I don't care what you ask them. Go ahead.
Yams, mac and cheese. Do they touch?
Damn, bruh. It depends. Like Me, I'm gonna eat it anyway. So it's just like, you know what I mean? If it depends who cook it. Like, you know what I mean? If your yams look all like baby food, like I don't even want it touching the plate. But you know what I'm saying? Like me, it's all going in the same place. I don't really mind it touching. I can
I like
see
the
where it could
juices.
be a
I like the
problem
juice from
though.
the. I like the juices from the yams, man, to hit that mac and cheese.
Yo, I don't mind it, man, because I came home hungry, so I was eating everything. You know what I'm saying? I was eating all the cookies and cake. Like, what is that? Let me try. You gonna eat that? You know what I mean? So it's like, they could touch. You know what I mean? I've ate worse.
Man, hell no. Yams and mac don't touch at
Don't
all.
touch. Yeah,
I mean, they can touch on your fork, but not on the plate, man. Oh, them juices making that mac and cheese watery, making your noodles watery.
It's
Oh,
fire.
nah.
yeah.
So,
See, but that ain't real yams though.
But the juice
Yeah,
makes it
but
watery at the
man,
bottom.
listen, man. When it's done right, man, that juice supposed to sit there. Like that thing supposed to sit right next to the yams. You
Uh,
know what I mean? It ain't supposed to be running all over the place. That ain't how they do it in the South. You know what
uh,
I'm saying?
alrighty, listen, I got them juices. Got to run on over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Now this is.
man.
I showed Fred. I had a pie chart on how you make your foods touch effectively.
This guy. Shout out my man Birdman, man. Salute you, man. Appreciate you, man.
yeah.
Nah,
Anytime.
No
sorry, bro. I
question
was
about it.
reading the comments. What you say? Sorry about that.
So I'm trying to get Fred to understand that when you put your sides together, there's a pie chart that goes along with that. You know what I'm saying? For your foods to touch effectively. Your your mac and cheese gotta touch your yams. You know what I'm saying? Your yams gotta touch your stuffing or dressing, whatever the fuck niggas is calling it. Your stuffing or your dressing, whatever niggas is calling it, touch the collard greens.
Okay.
The collard
You sound like
greens,
an architect. Like
I'm telling you, man, the
I'm gonna
collard
tell you
greens.
what I don't want touch. I don't want them yams touching that fried chicken and get the
The
shell
skin.
all
The
soggy.
skin.
Like I need
See?
that.
That's
I need my
exactly why I
yeah.
don't.
I need
Yeah.
my chicken to talk. You know, when you bite it, it better talk back. Like I don't want the juices getting
Right,
my chicken soggy. But the
right.
mac and cheese, if it's like okay, if it's just like too much, like you know what I mean, then no, I don't want that. But I don't like yams that's all watery. I like it thick, like grits. Like you know what I mean. I need that.
No, no,
I
I ain't
need
saying.
it put
Listen, you know
together. You know
how
what I
you
mean?
know how like you know how when you cooking them, you got the juice. You know what I'm saying? You got the pineapple juice with the brown sugar and shit. You
Yeah,
know you
with
know
that,
how
you
it go.
gotta put that. You gotta put that maple syrup in there too, man. I can't be giving the whole recipe away. You gotta
Hey,
put the
listen,
maple
I couldn't give you
syrup
everything. My
on
wife would
there.
kill me if I gave you everything. I just had to get a little touch of what she get down on.
Yeah, but
You know.
just in a nutshell, I don't really mind because I'm gonna eat it anyway. I got like a fat dude living on the inside of me. Like I love
Yeah.
flavors touching one another, and like I don't mind it. You know what I mean? But certain things don't need to touch each other, and that's
But
just in life.
so
You
your
know what I
collard
mean?
greens got to touch your potato salad. Your potato salad touch your beans, and your beans go
Oh,
right back to the mac and cheese.
hell no.
It's a
Me
circle of life.
personally, I don't want nothing touching my potato salad, man. I need
Oh,
to.
that shit
My
gonna be pink.
potato salad need to be like in the VIP section. You know what I
Packed
mean?
with
With the
all that.
velvet rope around it.
So
Like I
you don't
don't
do
want no.
beans? You don't let your beans touch your potato salad?
I don't fuck with beans like that in prison. That's all the fuck they give you is beans. I'm tired of fucking beans. Like
Well,
go
I ain't been in prison, so I'm gonna eat them fucking
Nah,
beans.
I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, right now, I'm cool on the beans. Like, I don't want to see a red bean, a green bean, a black bean, nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
That's why you
no,
can't be Muslim.
I don't even want a beanie on. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, yeah.
Oh,
But I don't mind it. Like, yo, like, for real, like, see, that's another luxury, having that option. You know what I mean? When they throw your shit in there and everything touching, but you, besides the food touching, you know what else is touching? Your stomach. You like, man, fuck it, I'm a drink it.
Ah,
Fred couldn't hang, man. Fred couldn't hang. Fred couldn't hang, dog. They
hell.
throw that slump on his plate, it's over.
I
Oh,
mean, it ain't for nobody, bro. But if they just, you know what I mean? You see that show, what's that? Where they put you on an island and give you a knife and you just gotta survive. That's what it is. You
Survivor.
gotta survive. Yeah, that. You
Nah.
gotta learn how to make fire with the, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you gonna
Hey,
listen, man. We're gonna adapt to any environment that we're placed in. Because you could be placed in a room full of billionaires, and if you don't have no financial literacy, you might feel just as uncomfortable as being in a situation that compromise your freedom. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Some of the homies that I know, man, these niggas they be having too much fucking fun in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of my homies have too much fun in there. I'm like, well, yo, you just don't want to come home. Man,
Yeah, because some dudes volunteer. They say, I just told you, these dudes act like they want to go there. It's like they got their hands up, like, nah, but it ain't don't go like that. Some dudes is in there because you know they was putting that pain in and they got caught, and yeah, and they accepted the consequences too. But then you got some dudes that you got to remind them, like, bro, this ain't Six Flags. You know what I mean? It's serious right now. It ain't too much joking going on, so it ain't like, you know, some dudes is just
they be cooking
jovial, I
pizzas and
guess, you know what I
everything in there.
mean? Yeah, you know, because you gotta survive, nigga. We just making orange chicken without chicken. Figure that. You know what I'm saying? You making shit that you're telling yourself that's what it is, and fuck it. You know what I mean? When you eat it, you accept it.
How'd you make orange chicken?
Man, it's everybody make it different. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the facility. If you got a microwave, you can actually cook it. If you don't have a microwave, then you got to put it in a bag. But you get the pork rinds, you get some apple jelly, grape jelly, hot sauce, a little bit of barbecue sauce, shake it up, let it sit. Boom, that's bon appetit. That's orange chicken. Got to put some peanut butter in there too, though. You know what I mean? For the protein, you know, get the thing, you get them up off you, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Yeah. It's terrible, man. To change the subject, like, oh my God, I just made my stomach turn just thinking about that nasty shit. Hey, but believe it or not, that's a delicacy. You got to pay for that. Everybody can't make orange chicken. That costs about $15 just to do it for yourself. Them other dudes they can't, you know what I mean? They heard about orange chicken. They ain't never tried it. You got to buy this. You know what I'm saying? So as nasty as it sounds, it's a delicacy. Everybody, that ain't free shit.
I get that. No, that totally makes sense. And thank God we out here on the other side, and
Word,
we
like
can
fuck
actually
all
go to
that. You know what
and
I
we can
mean?
go to Panda Express.
It's funny because I didn't even fuck with the real orange chicken on the street. Like, you know, I'm real cognitive of what I eat. So it's like I
He
wasn't
used your word, Fred.
what
What do you say?
Cognizant. You know, you always use
cognitive.
that shit.
Cognizant, yeah.
Yeah, that's the man of many words right there, man. Let me tell you something about Fred, right? I call and I tell my sister, like, I want you to reach out to this brother. But you know what took me so long to reach out to you? Because I knew deep down inside you was like disappointed in me. So I said, I'ma wait. But then it was a situation, and you know, just this a testimony to this brother's character. I called him and I said, I told my sister, asked him, can he do a letter of recommendation for me? I wanted to give it to the judge or whatnot. And he was like, yo, I'm in New York, I'm on vacation, so I'll do it Monday. But I needed it by Monday. And I think we hung the phone up and I called her the next morning, and the letter was already in her possession. So for him to take, you know what I mean, time out on vacation to do that for me, you know,
Uh,
I mean, that count. That's something that count. You know what I mean? Everybody like, bro, I got you. I got you. Like, niggas send you money for they write a letter. But I respect that, and I appreciate it, man. So when you
Hopefully it
ask me
helped.
to do something,
Hopefully it helped.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Some help.
It
Some
all
help.
it all
Yeah.
adds up, man.
Some help. I said I ain't gonna wrote some shit
Oh,
on there,
oh,
man. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Not why, but I would have done it. But I'm sitting in New York in my hotel room, and was that your mom or your sister that called me?
My sister.
Your sister, and I'm there. I just finished visiting Malcolm X gravesite, and I was like, man, this is like Malcolm X coming full 360. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So and Kaba Kameni came in here, who's actually from Harlem. He said, you give the best version of yourself to your community for free. You know, and I would do it for. It's just important that we sustain the community. You know what I mean? Hold them accountable, in addition to giving an additional wings underneath their wings. You know what I mean? So I mean, I would have did that at a moment's notice. So I'm
you a solid motherfucker, man.
Nah, he is, because it's
we
like
knew that, but we know that though.
Yeah, I got family members that I was still waiting on the letter today. You know what I mean? They could text you in a minute, but I don't, I don't fault nobody. I don't feel no way about it. It's just Fred asking him to write something is not a challenge. You know what I mean? It's not a challenge to him, but it might be to somebody else that gets scared when you ask them to read and write or write anything. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm glad you're home. You know what I mean? And take advantage of the opportunity. You know what I mean? And yeah, we gonna make it do what it do, man. But it's just a beautiful thing when we could be assets to one another. You know what I mean? No matter,
ain't it though?
Yeah, because no matter how, because I'm real accountable, right? Like I'm real like cutthroat. Like, no, nigga, you can't do this. Yes, nigga, you can do that. But at the end of the day, we still got to believe in humanity, and we all come from different sectors. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I think all my cousins, I wish my mom was, my cousins probably got about 50 bodies. If you put them all together, between 40 and 50 bodies. No doubt in my mind, because that's just what it is. Like, that's why I didn't do an Alpo video, because Alpo was so important to my cousins selling drugs, and you understand what I'm saying? And so we all come from different sectors in life. And I was literally, if we hadn't moved from New York to California, I have no doubt I'll be doing 25 to life. I would have got caught. Because I would have known the game. Like I would have known how to maneuver, and I'm the only cousin that didn't go to jail because I left at 8. I think that's the only reason why.
Yeah.
Those are my role models.
In New York, you know, the allure of it, you get sunk in. It's like out here in LA, it's like, yeah, you're a drug dealer. Out there, you a businessman. It's like you handling business. You know what I'm saying? I've been to New York. I love it. You know what I mean?
Right. You're right.
But it's two different approach. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why you could go to New York and be in one projects, and you got Bloods and Crips in one projects, and you know what I'm saying? They could coexist. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I appreciate you sharing that story. I appreciate you being honest, man, and because I know you inspired so many people in the chat, man. You know what I mean?
And shout out to them too. You know what I mean? They inspire us too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna take all of us. That's for damn sure, man.
For damn sure.
And you home, man. You with your boys.
Yeah.
Home, dog.
Look, there it is. I'm touching that. You know what I mean? You know what
man,
I mean?
Man. I'm glad you're home, man. What was the trainer's name? I'm drawing a blank on his name. The trainer we worked out with every day. What's his name?
My boy
Leslie,
Yeah.
right? Leslie,
Yeah.
yeah. We were so mad at you, dog. I was like, fuck. We went to I fuck this nigga, man. You know what I
I
mean?
was mad at me too, but
You home now. You home.
yeah,
I'm just
my mom told me some cold thing, like this cold spill, right?
uh-huh.
She said, son, nobody, they don't trip off the process of gold, like how dirty you have to get gold, and you have to put it in the fire. The process is just is like challenging, is vigorous, is all the above, but the end result
That's a great story. It's a
is
great metaphor.
beautiful. You
That's
know
a
what I
great
mean?
metaphor. That's a great metaphor.
So we all got to go through the fire, but it's just to be refined. You know what I'm saying? But the
Right.
results is, timeless. It's endless. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I was mad at me too, especially when they were talking about my max was 27 years. I was like, for what? The
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. And
But God is good. God is great.
all the time. And get out of here, man. We about to get out of here, man. We appreciate
Yeah, man. Hey, man, love and respect, man. 9 wives, man. What's up? You know what I mean? 9 wives, man. That's what we spilling, man. But
appreciate
thank you, though, gentlemen, though. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all,
yeah, that's
man. And
love,
we
dog.
appreciate everybody tuning in, too, man. Young Kano, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, big homie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, we looking forward to that food, man, for real.
Nah, I got you, man. Come through, man. Shout out Oakland, man. And all them boys going dumb out there, man. Yee. All right, though, fellas. What I just click on out?
I got you. I got you. I got
All
you.
right, man.
All
Respect,
right. Love you,
y'all.
man. Appreciate you, King.
Love you too, man.
Yeah, one.
Peace.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So we worked out together for years, man. About 3 or 4 years we worked out together. And we worked out at Planet Fitness every day, Monday through Friday. Me, him, Leslie, and Aaron, a gentleman named Aaron. Used to be the 4 of us. And yeah, he went away for a minute. And I was like, God damn. But he's home now. So
You're a solid motherfucker, though, Fred, man.
why is that?
Niggas can say whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? About to move some shit. But yeah, you a solid nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? That just goes to show you.
Just do the right thing. Do the right thing. That's what I teach my kids. Do the right thing. And hold people accountable. Like he and I done had a lot of great conversations. Just hold accountable. Like the same way you can hold me accountable. If I fuck up, like that's why I'm so like meticulous in how I move, man, because I know I'm accountable to my kids now. You know what I mean? So I can't be doing no bullshit out here. You know what I mean? And they'll understand it when they get older. They'll when they look back on their childhood, they'll be like, he protected me from this, but I know he was on some bullshit on this side. But they gonna love me for it. You know what I mean? But they gonna know I when they was underneath me, I protected them from it. And if they want to have conversations with me and they mom and we have sure, let's have the conversation. But until then, mommy and daddy, daughter and son. And that's what it is. You know what I mean? So but yeah, man, it's just important, man. Do your part, man. And I can't be a advocate of Malcolm X and not do what I can to help someone get freedom. You know what I mean? It just don't make no sense like that.
Yeah, most definitely.
That I would be the biggest hypocrite or the biggest contradiction on YouTube. So, I didn't even want him to tell the story, to be honest with you. So, but hopefully it inspires somebody out
Niggas
there.
gotta give you your flowers, Fred. That's all it is.
Man.
Take them shits, nigga.
I got
What's wrong with you, man?
Smell good.
Shit. You know?
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But yeah, it's great to see him, man. It's great to see
him. Yeah, man. Yeah. That was a good interview, though. It was good shit, man. Great conversation.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but it's yeah, man. Yeah, what we want to talk about? We got 10 minutes.
Hey, Fred.
Yes.
So Thursday we got had a young homie come through.
Okay. That's fine.
National champion, man. Huh?
DM him to me so I can do my homework. DM him to me.
For sure. I got you. I'm gonna see in the video his dad sent me too. Yeah, man. He gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? His dad walked up to me It was at a Amari Jones fight.
Mm-hmm.
His dad was like, he gonna win a national champion. He gonna win the nationals this year. He gonna be a world champion.
That's what's up.
And I was like, you know, when niggas say that shit, you know, niggas be like, oh yeah, whatever. Nah, I don't do that. I think niggas is gonna do it. So I be already on line, on course. But what I want to do though, if it's okay with you, if we could do like a telethon, man, get him straight for he going to Colorado to the Olympic Training Center. So if we get him right with some gear and shit before he go.
Oh, how much he needs?
I think he need like, I'll send it to you. Need some headgear.
No, how
and,
much? How much does he need?
I think the headgear was like $100 something a piece. Then boxing shoes, like $100 something. It was like $100 something.
We got $2,900. I'm just saying, we got $2,900.
Yeah.
Make it. It's up to y'all. It's not up to me. It's up to y'all. Yeah. But we got $2,900 just sitting in the sky. We got a little $2,900 pie in the sky. Yeah, we better spend it before I die. You know what I mean? That nigga owed the barbershop $2,900. Hey, Dre will give it to you. Dre will gladly give y'all that $2,900. Okay, so someone come to my funeral and say he owes the barber. Dre gonna cut a check right then and there because I'm not gonna have no $2,900 debt on my head. Matter of fact, y'all the only people in the world I owe right now. I ain't humans. I owe a bank a lot of money, but humans, y'all the only humans in my life that I owe money to. $2,900. I ain't lying. I don't owe no man no money. You know what I mean? So yeah, we got $2,900, and so it's up to y'all what y'all want to do, and then we'll figure it out Thursday. DM me if y'all like, and we'll do it like that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Look, Fred, man, continue to keep your foot on these niggas' necks, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
We can get out here on time so you can go do your show because I got so much respect for the boxing section.
I'm gonna be real with you, Fred. I don't see myself going live tonight, man. I'm tired as a motherfucker, bro.
That's what they said.
I'm tired of shit, dog. Listen, nigga. This, cause this Christmas shit, man.
This Christmas,
I gotta make sure this rent is fucking paid.
Nah, I know you're gonna get it done.
Yeah, man, straight up.
You've been doing it. I'm gonna cost you a little bit more time. You know what I mean?
Facts, man. Yeah, man. Me and Jay Jones had a perfect conversation today, man. So I'm doing mine.
I'm glad it worked out. I'm really glad.
Hey, look at Jarvis. Jarvis ain't shit.
Man got his foot on couch.
Shit. Play the song, Fred!
You thought you had me right. I was ready. I've been ready since 10:30. We're talking about. Hey, I saw your eyelids going like, I was like, oh, he ready to go. 10.
Now I'm trying to hold it together, boy.
Hey, man, if we don't learn nothing tonight, man, everybody's our brother, man. No matter what background, where they at, man, let's love each other, man. Love each other, man. You know what I mean? Fuck that Floyd mentality. You got to have $1 million to sit down with me. Man, get the fuck out. But meanwhile, his housekeeper takes care of his kid. That's why I never understood when people brag about money, because these rich people, the people that keep them afloat are people like you and I. You know what I mean? Like his secretary, his caretaker, his school. People Hernandez, Mark West.
Peoples Hernandez.
Here, man. Appreciate you. Brother Cole, man. Birdman. DeMar, Champion Heart. What's up? Jarvis. Rob G is coming. Hey. JB. Brother Code. Present y'all for Oak Park, man. You gotta do hey. John Page. Oh, man. Expected much is given. I'm going to clip that part, man. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clip it. I think that's important, man. We got to.
As Deontay Wilder said, you never lose sight of the price of milk. You don't lose sight of the price of milk, man. Get up, open up your word now. Harry, Miss B. How did I do tonight, Miss B? Am I okay? J-Rock, appreciate you, man. John Page, man. Peter Hernandez, John Gotti, man. I lost like 2 million times before. I already know. Awesome, million, yeah, man. 9 Wise. Go get it, man. I got a couple more days. Man, well, you got a lot of more days. Man, you talk about working, man. 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 What's up? Dwan B.
Next year, boy, we got some work to do.
Yeah, we got work to do.
I'm trying to get a few documentaries done, and we got that one. I'm trying to drop that one on Christmas.
You got to promote it though.
Man, I gotta get it in hand first, man. You know how that go.
And one day twice, yeah. Wow. Because the devil is a lie. Hey. Telling you the truth. Hey. Man, I love y'all, man. Tomorrow night.
What we got tomorrow night? Nothing?
It's just us. I'm going to try and get Mickey Bay next week. Top of the year, we're going to start, try 2 guests, but we're back now. So, yeah. It's just challenging. I'm doing the project and trying to book guests, take care of the kids, man. So it's
Patty Dean.
Yeah, she acting now. Man, that girl be on set every day, 12 hours. Every day, man. She grinding. She getting paid. I'm proud of her. She's SAG already and everything.
What's that?
SAG is like the group the actors group.
Oh, okay.
Screen Actors Guild. You know what I mean? Love y'all, man. Holla. I'm going over to the boxing section. Let's holla.
All right, y'all.
All right. Love y'all, man. Appreciate you.